Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Witcher 3. Um, as you could probably see from the chat below, we were hanging out for a little bit, chatting about the state of the world and how insane it's gotten. So I tried to not discuss this during an actual video. Um, and I try to state my thoughts and everything before we actually get into the actual recording. But with all the stuff that's happened and everything that happens every day, like the world has been changing every day. Um, I do like to check in and not necessarily calm people down because that's not my job, and that's also not entirely what the point is. I always try to figure out um try to state my thoughts on the subject right now. And because the world has changed so significantly in the last couple weeks, um, the whole the couple things that I can continue to hit on every week is, yes, everything has escalated way more than it has been uh yesterday, the day before, the last week, etc. But this virus is still not something that is it's not a death sentence unless, and there's a big unless, you fall into some of these higher risk groups. Like if your immune system is compromised, if you're old, if you're young, like really young, it might like, I understand the worry there entirely. But for people like myself, let's say, like I'm 29. I'm not I'm not terribly old. I'm not really young. Um, and I've said it even in the first stream once this whole thing started. Uh, there might be an overconfidence in my immune system, but I believe that even if I have this, I'm either not going to show symptoms, because that's a pretty common thing from what I've heard, or it's going to be a flu-like symptom. Um, or more, because it's a respiratory virus, more like bronchitis type of thing where I'll just have a cough. Um, but I'm not panicking. I'm not going out and buying weeks, if not months, of supplies for things. Now, I am starting to run low on hand soap, and the last couple times I've gone into the grocery store, which is where I wanted to go buy the fill up. Like, I'm not even buying a new thing of hand soap. I'm wanting to buy one of the refill things. The entirety of that's wiped out, and I'm like, fucking, this place is always stocked. And it's a grocery store. Like, not many people tend to think buy hand soap at a grocery store, but like, that's the only thing that I'm starting to get concerned with. But if I really, really need to, I have dish soap. Like, I can wash my hands with dish soap. Not the worst. It's not great because that shit dries your hands out like crazy. Um, but yeah, so the big thing that I keep constantly talking about is panic buying is causing way more issues than it needs to. Um, and the fact that the way that it's been worded to me before was, don't panic, but stay cautious. You know, the whole thing with the mortality rate being it's I I hate that I have to think about it in the grand scheme of things, because there are people who are out there who are dealing with it, and it's very, very much in front of them. So when you think about it in a grand scheme of things, like, yes, this is deadlier than a flu, and it is way more contagious. But there's also a lot of other things that we're not stopping, that, and other diseases that we're not going into full-blown isolation, that are way more deadly, and things like you know. So, and then the big thing that I've said, like, in regards to that, is this whole, like, if your country or your state or your whatever local area you're at is doing a full lockdown, like, yeah, heed those warnings. Do, like, absolutely do that. Because this lockdown or shutdown or stay at home order is not for you. It's not to necessarily keep you yourself safe, because if you have it, you have it. But it's to make it so that if you do have it, you're also not spreading it to other people. Like, that is the whole point of it, is it's not necessarily to keep you safe, it's to make it so you don't spread the shit. That's what bugs me when I start seeing people like, oh, if I get it, I get it. It's like, yeah, no, I don't fucking care about you. Like, that's not the problem, but if you get it, then you spread it. That's what pisses me off. So, I don't know. Sorry, that was a longer rant than I was intending on doing, and I had already just done a rant like that to just the stream itself. So, I don't know. It's a weird time in the world. Everyone is going through it. Like, I know I say, like, everyone is like a theoretical everyone, but the world is going through this. So, the world needs to come together and make sure that we can contain this as much as we can. That's really it. So, alright. Let's get into the fucking game. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just getting twitchy because I've been working from home for the last 2 weeks. Also, I am seeing dropped frames happening, and I can tell you that I'm guessing the dropped frames are happening from the Twitch side, because I'm not seeing any sort of, like, encoding errors.
Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet...
Wait. Yeah, I was gonna say, now that I'm watching through that, I'm like, I think that's just the general splash screen. This is actually the update.
Unsure if they should eat her or surrender her to the wild hunt, Ciri escaped before they could decide. Pursued by a spectral rider, she had fled into the swamp, where Geralt lost her trail once more. He now needed a new lead.
Yeah, I knew what I've said before too with this. I've loved the fact that they give you that beginning as like, hey, here's a refresher of what's going on. Yeah, as I was saying, I do see that there are drop frames happening, but yeah, I'm not getting any sort of like encoding errors or anything like that. So, but I do see the bitrate dropping significantly, and that's when I start to drop frames. Dick. What am I doing? Find Tamara. Oh, right. That's. I need to go find Tamara first. Okay. Oh, this is, I think, the first time that I remembered the fucking roach button.
Let's go.
Come on. There we go. Oh, shit. I'm not even on the...
Move it.
I wasn't even on the screen. Okay, cool. Now it's at least keeping me within the bounds of the screen. Oh, come on. No, I think if there's one thing that I've complained about this game, and it's less about just my lack of skill in it, is the sound. It's so often right now that the music is... Is that my own fault? The fuck? No. So everything is maxed out. Like, I don't want to have to go and try and, like, figure out how to mix the sound. Alright, Roach. And also...
Not so fast, Roach.
Really, you're gonna have me go this way just to turn around here when I could have just gone straight? Yeah, no, the sound mixing is fucking not good.
Let's go.
Is it clear?
Not so fast,
God,
Roach.
what the hell, Roach? Why are you not pathfinding? There we go. Yeah, well, I would love it if this actually just had a good sound mixing. Because there's times where I'm like, I can't fucking hear you, and then all of a sudden, Geralt will start talking, or someone else would start talking, and there's just screaming in my ear. So it's not like I can just generally turn it up or down. Nope, keep going. We cannot take that. No, we're good. We're good. Don't want any. God, there's a lot of shit over here. I assume I'm still going this way?
Heard of the Flyhead Brigade?
Giddy up.
Yes? Alien from the area?
You're all in red. Hi.
That's it, Roach.
In a hurry.
Whoa there, Roach.
Holy balls.
Watch your step.
Okay.
Giddy up.
It's not that way. Yep, it's the bridge that's right behind me.
Come on.
Ah. Fuck. Stay out of my...
Emphysema there to raise. No, don't tell them yet.
Halt! No passage.
Case of the plague surface in the city or something.
The plague? No. We're to not let folk in the city. It's an order, so I don't, unless someone's got a pass.
It was restricted.
Who ordered the city gates closed?
Word is the king himself. Doesn't want paupers and refugees pissing all over his beautiful city. Apart from which, when folk can go hither and thither, always a chance some spy will slink through. This way, spies got it harder. So, no pass, no passage.
What kind of pass are we talking about?
Well, a normal one. A transit pass.
Who issues them?
How should I know? I'm a lowly soldier.
Hey, I got one.
This what you mean?
Let me look at that. Missing a seal. The red one.
Impossible.
Department of Civil Defence forgot again. They're really off their heads these days. Happens, so be it. You may come through.
Hey, guy, you want to get out of the camera shot?
Come through.
Any news from the Zine?
Damn it, lost my way again. Long live Radovid!
There's so much shit in here already. God.
It's hard to believe now.
Beg your pardon.
Such a nice old girl. Has she got a black cat?
Pretty boy. What do I gotta do?
Are you a witcher?
I sure am a witcher. What'll you do to me?
Greetings, master. What can I do for you?
Got a razor and shears? Good. Make me look decent.
I could just style my beard. You know what? Clean shave you for now. Oh, he's so handsome. I want to see what the other options for it. Nah.
So long.
Good looking dude. I'll probably end up coming back and being like, I want the beard again.
Hey, pretty boy. What do I gotta do? Whoa, stop.
Oh, there's... Nope. Tavern must be other side.
Arms for the poor.
Or here.
Is it true?
Oh!
What's this?
Mark the dangerous guilt you wear.
We don't serve lushes, shavers, caretakers, or students from Philosopher's Hall.
Do I look like any of the people from that list?
Doesn't hurt to check, just so it's clear how things stand.
So what did they do to you, the students from...
Rather not talk on it, alright? What's your poison?
Fucking quint it up. What do you got?
Mind if I have a look?
Got some food. I need some food. Like, water, for whatever reason, always feels like it actually heals me pretty well. I think we'll leave that for now. I don't want to go ham on it. Get it? I don't want to go ham on food.
His Majesty and ruler, but a just one.
Know what they say about you lot? If you seek justice,
White one.
hire a witcher.
Taking a peek at my wares.
Hire a witcher. And pop, 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 pop. Look at all the shit that's showing up down or below me.
The monsters.
Best wares this side of the Pontar.
Alright. That's not a door that I thought it was going to be. Hey, you do realize that that door over there is locked, right? Or not a door?
Greetings. My, a witcher. Something tells me I'll finally get something interesting to do.
Sure doesn't look like you're short on work.
So, this. A Redanian army order. But there's no pleasure in't. One after the other, same thing time and again. No finesse required.
Looking to perfect your craft?
Of course. Crafting's like ploughing a maid. Fall into a rut and... Well, sure, you'll get the job done, but there'll be no hoops, no hollers, no standing ovation. So, got any special requests for me? Help me stay on form?
Still talking about armor, aren't we?
Aye. What else would it be?
Wanted to make sure.
You're in luck. Actually do have a special order for you.
Oh, that's fantastic. Mark my words, you'll be satisfied.
I mean, I can't wear any of those now. Leather strap. Can you do anything with that? Doesn't look like it. That's annoying. And all those are not great by comparison. I could do this one, but I won't be able to wear it for, I guess until next level. You know what? Fuck it. Oh. Just one. I just don't have enough money for it now. Shit. Wow.
So long.
Taking a peek at my wares, yeah? Dangerous skill. What can I get you?
What do you have?
What can I do you for? If I ain't got it today, say the word and I'll have it tomorrow.
Let me see. Might pick something.
Paint. Item needed to complete a... Alright. If I need to complete a request for that, then sure, I'll buy it. Yep.
So long.
I have like no money.
Best wares this side of the pond.
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek send you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
Hey, cat. It's actually a really good model of a cat.
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Your father's a vile man. You're angry and bitter. Can't blame you.
Why do you help him then? Why did you take this job?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally, we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
Is that the same
Before
one?
I agreed to look for you.
It's the same thing.
Next up, and that's the long...
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing? He shoved her, she fell, that's how it started. We were alone, no one to help, blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the child. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
Wojtek said some monster carried off your mother.
That is what happened. It was enormous, twice the size of a bear, but much quicker and more agile. It grabbed Mum before we could react. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
Your mother's in Crookback Bog. Seems quite happy, actually. Though I think she's not quite right in the head.
What? She lives! I must go there at once and get her out!
Wouldn't recommend venturing into the swamp.
I've made my decision. Won't let anyone talk me out of it.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned. What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Well,
Disagree
well.
with that, but
A witcher.
it's me.
Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer.
Yeah,
Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
common goals.
Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher. I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity. Stripped you of emotions.
You don't
Arguable.
need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples. Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Nope.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The Hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you.
No, I just never agreed to bring her back. I agreed to confirm that she is alive.
Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Before you go, your father asked me to give you this.
Clara? Father told you to give me Clara. Funny how he thought to buy me back with a memory. Tell him one gesture could never make up for a ruined childhood. So long, Witcher. In spite of all, I'm grateful you gave me a choice. Didn't force me to go back to the tyrant.
Hope you know what you're getting yourself into. So long, and good luck.
Cat. I wonder why you have the name Nibbles. Oh, fuck.
Your kind spreads disease, defeatism, and desertion.
What? You fucking what? I don't have anything more to do here, do I? I'm gonna go back to there. Okay. All of these question marks are daunting. Okay. So I'll just warp back to there.
Redania.
I just saw win horse races get better gear for Roach, and I'm like, ooh, I might go do that horse race then.
Anyone want to go and jump in puddles?
Not particularly. Alright. I like how everyone's just kind of like, here, you know what? I'll give you some light. And maybe a little bit of warmth if I can actually get to the fucking thing again. Oh, god damn it. Come on. There we go. Jesus, that was way harder than it needed to be. Also, you, sir, are great at your job.
Get out of my sight. Sheathe the blade, mate. Up to it. No foolishness now.
I'm actually kind of glad that they actually respond to that.
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Gave Tamara your gift.
How'd she react?
Probably not like you'd have wanted. She threw the doll away.
Threw it away? Oh, gods, I hoped, despite all... Oh. Well, what of Anna?
I found her.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here.
My opinion doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Yet, looking at you, I see contempt. Can't speak for the world you witches inhabit, but in ours, nothing is ever black and white.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. All right then, I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
Still seems like your fault to me.
Will you let me finish?
All right. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind.
but the woman cuckolded me for years.
I don't think that's the
without
word
a
that you
whisker
wanted.
of concern for me, for my love.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. The things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me, something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
Guess they call you the Bloody Baron for a reason after all.
What?
Your nickname. Makes sense now.
No, that's an entirely different story.
Don't take pride in that, then.
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit, hysteria, threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means. Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologized. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times by her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness. Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. Though as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
Here's the thing. I mean, I knew it was going to be more complicated than just that. But he literally just admitted to slaughtering her lover, I guess. While, yes, he was out fighting wars, and she was fighting her own war, or having her own struggles, I guess, in the bed. Yeah. Yeah, no. He's the one who escalated it to what it is now.
Got only yourself to blame, I think. Leaving her to fend for herself.
How was I not to? I was a soldier. I had no choice.
There's always a choice.
Ah, sod it all. I see all my prattlings for naught. You won't bring Anna home, I know that. Will you betray to me how she landed in that bloody swamp?
Hey, I leveled up.
Her wife is with the crones, as their servant.
What the fuck do you mean? What crones?
Ones who live in Crookback Bog.
Oh, I've heard folk speak of them, but thought it naught but tales to scare the children with.
Most of those are actually real now.
There?
They fled by night. They were riding past the forest when a beast serving the crones attacked them and abducted Anna.
A beast? Bloody hell. And Tamara? Was she hurt?
No.
Oh, thank the gods for that. So, Annie? What happened to her?
The creature carried her deep into Crookback Bog. Didn't harm her, though. In fact, Anna seems content there.
Content? What is this tripe, Witcher? What in bloody blazes is she doing in that swamp?
She made a pact with the crones and... well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Venturing into the swamp, even with armed men, is just a bad idea. It's a dangerous place inherently, and I think those crones are a greater threat than anyone realizes.
I'll not sit on my ass waiting for them to return her. Would you wait? Count on their mercy if they had your daughter?
Probably not, but I'm a witcher.
And I'm a husband and a father who's fucked up his life and the lives of his loved ones. I'll gather my men, go there and retrieve Anna.
We had a deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
A word once given. Now what did I last...
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan. One solid brute. It landed right in front of us. I thought we breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
All right. I can't see. Okay, cool. Good blink. Well, that's awkward.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that.
God, those sun rays. So bright. Alright. Point proven. Don't go there. Maybe go the way that the path seems to be looking. What a blink. Also good balance. There are two horses in each other in the back. And I'm not talking in a sexy way.
Have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
You helped me as well. When your man brought me here. You fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after. We're even now.
You needn't leave. You're in good company here. We'll always have a warm corner for you.
I must leave. Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
And you? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then, who knows where.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for a sorceress, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
Where'd you get these letters?
Haven't always led this pack of jesters. Served in the Tamarian army once.
Redanians guard the crossing.
True, but with a bit of fame and a friend here and there, well, banners and heraldry don't mean so much.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could...
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
Give me that money.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed.
I'm kind of low on it too.
And ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
you lot. Escaped again. Sorry, we was never here.
You want to explain to me that?
What was that?
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast, but he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
Uma? Strange name.
Aye, strange, but he gave us no other.
You mean he can talk?
Hardly. It was like this. I asked what they called him. He sat there, not saying a thing, trying to stick a toe up his nose. So I grabbed his hand, looked him in the eyes, and asked, "What's your name?" Gave me this damn foolish look and stammered, "Oh, Uma?" And it stuck.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
That's a story, all right.
Must have been pretty desperate to play for that.
Ah, quit your carping, smartass. Someone wagered him and we played. If anyone was desperate, it was the bugger's former master.
Funny story. How so?
I went to Novigrad once to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoreson blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Hilarious. Real side splitter.
Oh, you wouldn't know a good tale from a runny fart.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man. But there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter. And prove a good father to her.
Bleep bloop. Find the Baron's wife and daughter. You know, actually, the more that I think about this, the more I actually do kind of like this launcher, the GOG Galaxy. So the next couple missions look like I need to level up a little bit. What was that race? Yeah. I mean, I could go to Novigrad. Anyway, it's not like I can't. It'll just be probably a little more difficult.
Need a swift kick in the arse.
Nope, I'm good. Nope. Wrong way there, Roach.
Slow now.
Go talk to you?
Can we talk?
Aye, long as it's short and to the point, 'cause I don't wag me tongue for jollies. They call me Radko. I arrange the horse races here. You must have heard talk. Wanna try? Say the word. Don't, sod off.
Word.
Wanna sign up?
Don't need no signing. Long as you're here come sunset, and bring gold for the betting. Ah, finally here. Rules are simple.
Good.
Choose who you're going to run against, make your wager, then ride to Blackbow and back. First the winner, second the bleeding cunt. Got it? So, who are you going to race? Stuttering Matco, Iron Arse Hands, or Black Bogdan?
That's the stutter dude.
I'll take Stuttering Matt.
You'll say, I'll, fuck it.
Come on, let's set the wager and get racing.
Three, two, one. Oh, that's just a straight drag race. Oh, never mind. I didn't leave no fucking track. Good jump there, Roach. Ooh, that almost got close.
Nice, nice. You seem to know horses as well as you do monsters. Here's your gold. And if the urge to race again grabs you, come see me. All right. Who else is racing?
Is that just a running quest? Looks like it is. I like the way that this is listed. Though the Witcher had plenty of other things to occupy his time, he decided he could spare a few moments to take part in these races. Yeah, that seems like it would be an interesting thing. But let's do, actually... Okay, that's close by. That is not. That's not. Let's see if there was a better way to go through. That's really not. So that's close to Fyke Isle at least. And then there's that. Okay. If that's the case, is this the one that's in? Yeah. Okay. Let's go, Roach. I think I'll go to there. I need to pee, and it also looks like that we're just over the hour mark. But with the ranting at the beginning, we're like at the hour mark, so. Here, I'll make my way over here, get to where I need to be, and then we will start the next video at that.
This downpour's a bastard, it is.
Leap. Thank you. Alright. So for those of you who are watching on YouTube, thank you all so much for watching. I'm Blurry Phoenix, and game on.